Again, this is WTF Nation Radio.
Talk Wear a condom. We're in Fayetteville. No one gets STDs here.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Hey, we're fucking here. What's up?
Hi.
It's Radar and TZ. We're here at the Smoke Pit. What's going on?
We are here. Oh, and puppy dog.
What's
Hi,
up?
Sully, say hi.
What's up, puppy dog?
I'm in the bed, so he's decided he can hang out with me all night tonight. He probably won't move this whole time.
Hey, that's not a bad deal right there.
Yeah, right.
So
It's not a bad job if you can get it.
oh shit. Okay, so we have a guest the second hour. I'm super excited
Yes.
about. I've been texting her a little bit today. She is hilarious, and I'm so excited. And I scared her a little
Me
bit
too.
because she didn't know.
Yeah.
She thought we were starting she didn't realize for a second she was on the second hour. So she's like texting me like, "What the shit? Like I thought I had time." You do. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But
We're special.
we are. So
Who we got listening in right now?
right now we got Josh Baker and Heath Barlow's going on, guys, and Bronco and fucking Pop Culture Warrior is here, and fucking Joan A. Wiley says the Smoke Pit is a roasted pig underground covered in leaves and banana leaves and hot rocks for 12 hours. Hashtag Hawaiian Smoke Pit. Girl, that sounds good as shit. I'm fat, so I like a good pig roast. So
Fat Radar be happy.
make Fat Radar belly happy. Sure, it did finally hit 70, but it's been raining every day. We got like 4 inches in like an hour yesterday. That's what she said.
See, and we just barely got past all the rain here, and it's like so hot.
It's just sitting right over us and spinning. That's what she said. And anyway, yeah. So okay, so I don't know what to talk about. That's the end of my spiel. I'm out of things. I'm out of things.
But oh lordy. Okay, well that's
Okay,
yeah,
well,
that's how
so
it
we're
was.
speaking about Hawaii, right?
Yes. Hawaii.
I want to do a transition right now. We're gonna start. I was gonna call you out on this.
What?
This is very Hawaiian.
What? Oh, my dinner last night.
What
My
is it?
spam
What?
Musubi.
Yes.
So that is spam musubi. So basically, it's sticky rice, fried slice of spam wrapped with seaweed. And it's thebomb.com. And my son and my grandson absolutely love it. And it would be all they ever eat if I'd let them. And last night, that's what they wanted for dinner. So that's what we had for dinner last night. Spam musubi. Very Hawaiian.
That is very Hawaiian. And do you serve that with a sauce of any kind, or you just fucking
They
fill
like
with soy
eel
sauce?
sauce. They like eel sauce.
Okay.
We also have soy sauce if they want it. I just eat it like it is.
Okay.
I don't have any kind of sauce with mine personally, but you can if you want to. Some people do, some people don't. Usually you don't use the whole piece of seaweed to cover it. Usually it's just like part of it is covered in seaweed, but we're big seaweed fans in this house. Like we even eat like the little seaweed flavored strips that are like a little snack.
Yeah, they're like little potato chips, kind of.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we're all about the seaweed, so it doesn't really matter to us. But on my fine china, you see there.
I see that. Yeah.
Beautiful fine china. Yeah.
That just when you shared that, because I meant to talk shit about it, but I don't, because that was one. Okay, so I went to Hawaii, right? And one of my favorite things to do when I go somewhere new, and I don't want to go to all the touristy spots. I live in a tourist trap, right?
Yeah.
So there's all those little hole in the wall mom and pop places that nobody really, the tourists don't know about. You know what I mean? And they have like the cheap beer and the good food and all that, right? And so when I went to Hawaii, I went to some little fucking roadside taco truck looking thing, and I was like, "Where do you guys eat?" And the gal working was like, "Go up here," and it was basically that.
Yeah.
Same
well, my
China,
aunt-
same China. It was the blue and white paper plates, but it was still good.
Yeah. Well, my aunt is from Hawaii. Well,
Yeah.
she's Hawaiian, aunt by marriage, but she's Hawaiian. And my mom has lived all over because she was an Air Force brat as a child, and she loves that term. By the way, a lot of people don't like the term Air Force brat, but she kind of likes it. And so I've always been raised eating weird and different things and stuff, kind of off the beaten path.
Yep.
And yeah, I even have a little. I mean, I don't have to use it, but I have a little square thing with a little deal to make the sushi that perfect square.
Oh yeah, the
And
little
then
like it's like a
yeah,
cigarette roller kind of, but it's for
yeah. Well, no, that's the bamboo sheet, but this one is
Oh,
actually like a little plastic square, and it has a little top thing that you flatten it out with, that you kind of push it through. It's really cool, and it makes it a perfect square. And then I have other ones too. I can make like star shaped or heart shaped. If I was like the cool grandma or mom that like made their kids those awesome little like bento meal lunches with all
yeah,
the shaped stuff, I could totally do that. I don't. I do it for myself.
like
But
a little like you could make your own dinosaur chicken nuggets because that'd be fucking
yeah,
tight. I want to do that.
that would be cool. But I do rice. I can shape my sticky rice and all different types of shapes and stuff, and
That sounds cool.
make all the cool little. And then my mom lived in Japan as an adult. She just up and moved there in her 50s to be an ESL teacher.
Hmm.
And I've got like a whole awesome like sushi set, like the plates, the bowls for the sauce, all the stuff. I've got the bamboo sheets for rolling the sushi. She taught me how. She learned how to cook over there and taught me how to make all these Japanese dishes. So I love it.
That sounds fun though. To
Yeah.
and I'm
I
not
like to make
I'm not
different dishes.
saying this because I don't love my wife. Okay, I'm not gonna go there,
No,
but because I do,
we would never think
I
that.
adore my wife, love her to death. Okay,
Mhm.
when it comes to her palate, it's very European.
Oh, is it?
Yes. So like her and one of the kids,
Mhm.
like ketchup is spicy.
That's funny.
So we have a
See, in my
really
drink today,
Mhm.
my drink today is very Hispanic. This is from the little, well, you can't see it. I can't take the side off if y'all can see. It is, and I already ate all the stuff off the edge, which is probably why my old ass has heartburn right now. But we have a food truck just like 3 or 4 blocks from my house, and I have my watermelon aqua fresca. And earlier it had chamoy and tahini on it, but I ate all that because that's so yummy.
Kevin says, Muka Laki Hiki, come on, you wanna lay me past the poi mohalo. I don't know what that means.
Is that a song
I don't
or
fucking know.
just a funny thing?
It might just be being funny. I like it. It made me laugh. It made me chuckle. So anyway, so taco trucks. So my my daughter's boyfriend is Mexican. He's half.
Uh-huh.
And he's got a Mexican mom, and she made tamales.
Mm-hmm.
And like homemade good ass tamales, right? And he brought over a big old bag full of tamales. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like tearing into it. My wife's like, what's that? I'm like, just try one. Just take the corn husk off and eat the middle part. And she's
Yeah.
like, oh, it's like a meat churro. And I was like, what? No,
I will never ever be able to look at one again and not think meat churro.
meat churro.
Oh my god. Oh, Kevin says that's from Wayne's World.
Oh,
Okay, I've seen Wayne's World, but it's been a very long time
it
since
has.
I've seen it.
Oh,
I'm old.
that
I
one
saw
girl
it when
was
it first came out.
hot. Who
like,
was that girl
in the
that was the
theater.
actress on there in the original Wayne's World?
The dark-haired one?
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
Hawaiian, but right?
Yeah.
She was
I don't know.
hot.
We'd have to gurgle it. Gurgle
I'm
it.
not gonna Google it.
Yeah, you are. You know you want to. You like to Google things.
Wayne's girl. Well, I was hoping
Because
that
it'll
like,
drive you crazy if you don't. I know she's been in
Wayne's
other stuff since then.
World cast.
Probably been on like NCIS or something like that. Watch.
Tia Carrera.
What else has she been on since
I
then?
don't know. I'm looking at her IMDb. Just give me a minute. Just
No,
give me
I
a
have no
minute. Oh,
patience.
she was in. She was one of the voices for Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, cool.
She was born and raised in Honolulu, Hawaii.
Very nice.
She played Aloha Summer. moved to LA to continue her ascent into the acting world as a series regular on General Hospital, as well as a string of guest starring roles in MacGyver, Quantum Leap, Married with Children, and Friday the 13th.
Quantum Leap.
Yep.
That's where I saw her. I saw her in Quantum Leap.
Her breakthrough role was Cassandra in Wayne's World and Wayne's World 2. T was able to showcase her considerable singing as well as acting chops. Wayne's World was holy shit, I'm not reading this whole thing. Where's that?
You don't have to do that. Yeah, I thought
Wayne's
I
World
saw
was a
her.
worldwide phenom and set the stage for the femme fatale role of Juno Skinner in film True Lies opposite Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, then she was she didn't say what one, but she was in Lilo and Stitch. And she has some
Cool.
records for that. It's good for her.
Yeah, nice.
She played Chinese.
Yeah,
though.
I should get a picture of my aunt. My aunt was a Marine. The one that's Hawaiian. She is. I'm sorry. She would punch me right now, square in a titty, for saying was a Marine.
Yep.
She's a Marine.
She still is.
She's a Marine.
Mhm.
Still a
Also,
Marine.
good news, guys out there. She's single. She's divorced. She's
Oh, well,
twice
there you go.
divorced.
Oh, Miss Tia.
A little
Miss
old for me.
Tia
Though.
is the Spanish word for aunt.
Yeah. Well, so there we go. Good for her.
Yeah. Well, my grandbabies are half Hispanic.
Yes.
Two of them are.
Mhm.
Little Miss Lily and Mr. Charlie,
Yeah.
the new little chonk baby.
The Chonka baby.
Chonk.
He is.
I call him my chicken taco because he's white on the inside and Hispanic on the outside.
Is he a meat churro?
I could call him a meat churro because
Oh.
he's so sweet. No, I just call
It
him.
was
my chicken
funny though
taco.
when my wife said that. Oh, it's a meat churro, and oh my,
man,
Matthew's
that's
face.
Hilarious.
Matthew's face just
Ugh.
drooped. He's like, I don't
Ugh.
even know what to call you anymore. You're so
He was
white.
like,
Kevin
crazy
said
white.
he'd be her future ex-husband, right?
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Work on it,
She's
Kevin. We'll put in
13
a good word for you.
13 years older than me, though. That's a lot.
I was 15 years older than my ex.
Well, how'd that work out for you?
He's my ex.
That's true.
But then again, the one I was married to that was my age is also my ex. So there you go. Got nothing to do with the age.
That's true. That's true.
I can run any man off. Doesn't matter how old you are. I can make them all go away.
Oh, my wife's awesome. I wouldn't leave her for Tia Carrera.
Good
That's
for
when a cougar
you.
becomes a deaf leopard.
That would be me. What? Huh?
What's that?
Me?
Yeah.
What?
No, I really do adore my wife. She's pretty all right.
Pretty all right.
She puts up with my shit, so
She's the okayest wife out there.
she's the okayest wife in the world. No, my wife's pretty all right. I like embarrass her when I start talking to her too much. She's like, don't say that. So I won't say
Meh. Hey, somebody's got to be embarrassing,
that.
right?
It's true. Somebody's got to be embarrassing.
That would be me.
Mm-hmm. Most
I'm
people
the
are embarrassed of me, so there's that.
Hey, I work on embarrassing people. I've left little nuggets in my house,
Mhm.
and the older I get, the more things I want to just leave in rando places for my kids to find after I'm dead.
Yeah.
Like, my diary from my teenage years. Just hide it somewhere for them to have to find. Just little nuggets of goodness for them to be embarrassed about, after I'm gone.
Right.
Shit, she did what? Hey, I'm down for it, man.
I'm down for all of the things.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I figure if my kids didn't need some kind of therapy by the time they moved out of my home, I had not done my job well enough.
Not good enough at all.
No. We are here to put some sort of trauma on our children before they get out of the house. It's hereditary. My parents did it to me. I'm doing it to my children, and hopefully one day they will do it to theirs.
Right.
Yeah. You know this. You have lots of children
Fuck
to
yeah.
force trauma upon. My daughter, the Coastie, she's about to start on their long trek from Alaska down to Kentucky.
That's right. When are they doing that?
So they are in the hotel right now. I think they cleared their house yesterday, did their final out on their house yesterday. So I think they have like 3 more days before they leave island.
Oh, yay.
And then they'll be driving with a 4-year-old and 2 dogs and a cat.
How long a drive is that?
I want to say they took like 4 or 5 days going up, but when they went up, they had a little one. I
Mhm.
mean, he was just a little over a year old back
Mhm.
then, or 2 years, right at 2, right before his second birthday, I believe.
Yeah.
And so, there was a lot of stopping.
Mhm.
This time I'm not sure how long they plan on taking. I know they always are like super planned out on like, okay, we're going to go this far and then stop and then this far and then stop. I know
Ooh.
the first leg is like just getting from the island on the ferry to the mainland.
Oh, they're not driving through Alaska?
Oh, they will. Because
And like
first they have to
Canada
go
and
from
all
the
that?
ferry. Yeah, they'll go from the island to mainland, and then they'll drive through Alaska, Canada, then all the way down. I don't know exactly what route they're taking, but yeah, that's what they'll do.
Oh, crazy. What's up,
Yeah.
Holly? Thanks for joining us. Heath says there's no coast in Kentucky.
There is an Ohio River, though.
Yes, there is.
They are a Coast Guard station on the Ohio River.
Mhm.
Apparently, Ohio River is quite the river for action these days.
Is
They
it
got
catching
all
on
kinds of
fire
stuff
again and
going
shit?
on. Maybe. Guess there's lots of stuff for the Coast Guard to do along the Ohio River.
Good for them. Well, speaking of
Yeah.
embarrassing my wife, this is a picture of a couple years ago when we were racist. We had a bike race we were in.
Oh, you said racist, and
Yeah,
I
we
got
were
a little
racist.
confused.
Yeah, we were
You
racist
have
at
no
the.
facial hair.
I know, isn't that weird?
Look at that face. You have dimples?
I do.
I
Why are you
did not
making?
know
Why are you
you had
making fun of
dimples.
me? Make fun of the wife. No, she's.
Because she's precious. Look at her.
Mhm.
I just have never seen a picture of you without facial hair.
Yeah, that's me. That's me with a bald face.
Aw, look at you.
Yep, we did. It's
Little
called.
bike racers, huh?
Yep, we did a bike race. It's called the Super Six. I'm gonna do it again this summer. Hopefully
Cool.
she'll do it with me. One of my kids wants to do it too, so that's the main reason I'm gonna do it. It's a fundraiser for the Casa up here. So this place is full of races, right? We have all kinds of bike races here. We have there's one. It's called the Dakota 50, and it's like a 50-mile single track race. It's actually like people come from all over the world to ride that one. And then there's a gravel grinder next weekend. I can't do it because I have to go to a soccer tournament, but it's 100 miles around the Black Hills.
Ah.
So that one I'm not doing either because, well, I'm fat. I can't ride 100 miles.
I don't even want to think about riding 100 miles.
Right. But the 50 I've wanted to do for a couple of years, but it sells out in like a minute.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So you got to get in there real quick.
About the easiest way to get in it is to either do, because they invite so many people who did really well last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you work it, so like if you work one of the stations, then you get a free entry into it next year. And I might have to do that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I might do like, and like half the people do it to win, half the people do it just to say they did it. Because it's a pretty involved race, right? 50 miles through the mountains is pretty, and some of those climbs are like 2,000-3,000 feet in elevation gain. So, I mean, it's pretty tough.
Yeah,
so,
that sounds it.
Yeah. I can't, I mean, I can do it. I've ridden the whole 50 track, but it's taken me like all day. Like it's like an 8-hour trip.
Is it a timed event?
It is. It's a race. It's a race. People actually like race. And the winners do it in like 2 hours. And it takes my fat ass
Holy guacamole.
It takes my fat ass like 8. So there's that.
Well, it took me, the last time I did a half marathon, it took me just under 4 hours.
Right.
And there were people winning the full marathon in like an hour and something. I don't know. People can run the shit out of some stuff, and I'm not one of those people.
Well, that deal there, the one this deal is for Casa. It's they represent kids in court. right?
We have that down here too.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
about everywhere does. I actually had a really
Yeah.
good friend of mine. She worked for CASA in Johnson County, Texas.
Oh no.
But anyway, there's a company here called Quark, and they make stuff for mountain bikes. They're owned by SRAM, and they donate a bunch of stuff, and like they're all the different bike shops out here. Like people come to the Black Hills to ride, right?
Oh, that's
So
cool.
they have a lot of. There's a really big biking community here, and like I think when we did it, they do a 6 mile loop and a 3 mile loop. So you ride the 6 mile loop for 6 hours, and whoever does the most laps in the shortest amount of time wins, right? The 3 mile loop you do in 3 miles. So, what's up, Ishmael? What's going on, buddy?
The wait a minute. The 3 mile loop you doing what?
You do for 3 hours, and you just keep riding the loop.
Oh, okay.
And
Just
her and
keep
I,
riding it.
we did a team. So I would ride you can ride however many you want, right? But I ride one, then she'd ride one, then I'd ride one, she'd ride one, and we did that for 3 hours straight.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Stop scratching.
So,
Making my whole still vibrate.
but the last 2 summers have been so smoky. We've got a lot of forest fires, and you can't even hardly breathe. Like that day there was like, I want to say that day was like 95 degrees.
Wow.
Yeah, it sucks. Well, Ishmael's watching us from Afghanistan. That's awesome. What's going on, man? How's Afghanistan going?
Hey, bet it's hot over there.
I remember that place. That place was all right. No, it actually wasn't. Depending where you're at in Afghanistan, he must be doing all right with his internet. So that's cool. No, it's good. It's good. I'm glad to hear it's good. I'm glad to hear that it's not like a shithole.
Right.
So I was worried about that.
It's always good when it's not a shithole.
Well, I mean, this is very American of me, but I'd hope that everything we did made it a little bit better, at least for some people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know that not everybody is like, I don't know. People are just he's just chilling and watching us. That's awesome, dude. That's good. I'm good. I'm happy. I hope that your days are good and your life is good. I hope that's awesome. Like, cause I don't know. I mean, I know I went to Afghanistan and I have a lot of friends who did, and I know people who didn't make it back. And I hope that it wasn't all for nothing. I hope that that life can continue on and do well for people, honestly. And I know that's what everyone there is just trying to do, is live their life. Same as here, same as anywhere else. So that's cool.
Yeah. Just want to be able to live our lives.
Yeah. And I hope that everyone can. And I hope that all the other bullshit conflicts in this world can end, so people can just live their lives and fucking can just, raise their kids and enjoy their life and do what's best for their family. So
Exactly.
But
that's what's important.
yeah, absolutely. So, but yeah,
So how was your Memorial weekend?
it was really, really, really good till it wasn't.
Oh.
Well,
All
like
right.
we went camping, and every day,
That's right.
every
You
day it's
said
been
you were going.
storming. So I wake up in the morning and it'd be great, and we'd look out in the middle of the lake, it'd be great, and then like 5 o'clock in the afternoon would come and it'd be shitty, and we'd hide in the camper till it quit raining at like midnight, and then we'd do the same thing the next day. So
Can you pull that picture of us from the music festival this weekend where we had to I think it's in one of our pages.
Is it in the team room?
We got rained out for about an hour at the the music festival I went to this weekend with Spanky and another friend of ours. And everybody was like running for the hills because this venue literally tells you no umbrellas are allowed.
Yeah.
So then they had this massive rainstorm that came through. So we like jerry rigged a shelter on the fence just so that we wouldn't get wet. It didn't work 100%, but it worked enough. And man, y'all, I have been to a lot of festivals, music festivals, concerts, just festivals in general.
Mhm.
I have never had a beer bigger than my head. Like the can of beer was as big as, and I got a big head, y'all. Ask my mother, she'll tell you. This can of beer was like as big as my head, but we had a great time. We had a really, really good time. I don't know anybody that's local to Texas or not, or fond or a fan of Texas music, but the major headliners that night were Stony LaRue and Pat Green, and they both put on a great show, and it was a good time.
All right,
Yeah, there we are.
Yep. I don't.
There we are.
I've had a bunch of things in my life, and I've never guessed that was what you'd call fun.
We did. We had a great time. We had mosquito spray, and we had beer, and we had yeah, we had fun. It wasn't too hot, and it was great music, and we had a good time.
That does actually look fun. I'm not even gonna lie. That does look kind of fun. And I love Pat Green, so it would have been way fun.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he was about 3 sheets to the wind when he finally got on stage, and he was just hilarious, and the show was great, the music was great. It was a good time. It was really a good time. I enjoyed myself.
Well,
I couldn't do the second day because I was just too wiped out
yeah.
from the first day. I'm still doing that recovery thing, but it was fun. The time that we did spend there was really fun.
Well, that's me, and you can see the storms in the background.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was just raining everywhere this past weekend.
You know what? No, we need it. But like yesterday though, we got like 4 inches in like an hour. And so
That's what she said.
be lucky.
No,
I must have got it twice. Anyway,
I had to.
but we didn't really. I don't know. I caught a little bit. I caught a couple drum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah,
I miss
Ishmael, thanks
fishing.
for
I
coming
wanna
out,
go
buddy. Have a good
fishing.
time. Have a good one. Good luck over there, and yeah, absolutely stop by anytime you want, dude. We're here
Every Wednesday we're
every
here,
Wednesday.
man.
Every night we have a show, except for Saturday nights. Come on in.
Yeah, you don't got to just come and see us, although we're the best.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
Absolutely.
I'm partial.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so that's my fat ass fishing. Watching
Yeah,
out
yeah,
for.
it looks like you had a good time, even
I
with the
did.
rain.
I did.
Good.
I wish I would have caught
And the
more
kids
fish.
had a good time.
The kids had a blast. Ish.
Other kids,
I mean, okay, so
I
I like to camp where I can fish, right?
yeah.
So there's no like pop-ups or
Mhm.
power or anything there. We have a generator, but
Mhm.
there's no cable. There's barely any phone service up there.
Yeah, so
which is
that annoys the
great.
kids, I'm sure.
Yep. So one of my kids had a blasty blast, like looking for fossils and playing in the water and doing all that stuff. But it's when it's stormy out, you can't have the kid in the water when it's lightning and thundering
Yeah,
and shit,
well,
right?
You don't want to lose one of them.
I mean, we got plenty. We could really.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. But anyway, so we had, and so you put him in the camper when it's stormy out, and we can only play so many board games. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And my buddy wants to go out this weekend, which sounds fun, but it's supposed to be shit weather again. Kind of like, my kids are kind of over living in the camper.
Oh. And none of them are old enough to just leave their butts at home, huh?
Some of them. I left Jonah at home. He'll be 13 in a couple of days. I left him at home with the other girls, the older girls were
The
there.
older ones, yeah.
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 I mean, 13's kind of right on the cusp of like being home for a night by himself. Actually, you know what? I trust him home alone more than the girls.
Well, my grandson's about to turn 13, and I mean, we wouldn't leave him home overnight alone, but we'll leave him here during the day alone.
Caveat to that is Grandma and Grandpa live literally right next door.
Oh, well, yeah.
So it's, I mean, if he's here, it's not, I mean, they're
not
right
alone,
next door.
alone.
So there's a fire, if there's an emergency, if something happens, they're right there.
Yeah.
So, I
See,
mean,
my
it's kind
my
of,
closest family member is, on the other side of town, so we couldn't leave him alone all night or
right.
overnight.
Mhm.
But I just dropped him at his other grandma's, his great grandma's.
It's great, grandmas.
That's
Nice.
where we're going tomorrow. We're going tomorrow to see my mom. She wasn't feeling good today, so tomorrow we're gonna pick her up what she calls her fancy coffee, white chocolate mocha, and we're gonna go visit her. And I'm gonna take the boy to go see his great grandma.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, he likes her. Plus, she's got a couple dogs and a big old swing set out back, and she's got a huge backyard compared to
Nice.
mine. And he can just go out there and get worn out with the dogs running around the backyard and playing. Then he'll get irritated and come inside and just want to be on his phone playing stupid games.
Well, and that's kind of, I don't know. I try to
I should make him take his golf equipment with him. He could shoot some
We
golf
made
balls in her backyard. It's pretty big.
a rule.
What's the
No
rule?
video games or TikTok or hanging out on your phone until after 5 o'clock.
That's a good rule. I
Yep.
could see that's a good one.
So it makes them have to like go do things. Go to there's a water park. Go and they have like the season pass, the water park. Go to the water park. Yeah, season pass, go. Go to the rec center. Go ride your bike around town with your buddies. Go play soccer. Go play basketball. Go fucking do anything. Play in the yard.
Yeah.
Like do
Yeah.
whatever the fuck. Be boys, for fuck's sake. Go away. Like
I really need to get this one
this.
a season pass because we have Schlitterbahn here in town.
Yeah, that sounds fun as fuck. That sounds way better than my
and
shit.
a lot of the kids around here go to Schlitterbahn, and you just drop them off in the morning and they all hang out together all day and
raise hell
pick 'em up
and
in
get in
the
trouble. That was my first job as a lifeguard at a pool.
Really?
Yep, at a water park.
Wow.
And yeah, those kids that like live at the water park, they're fucks. You get over them.
Yeah, I was that kid when I was younger.
Mhm.
I was either at the river or at the water park.
Yep.
And we've got a big pool here in town too. It's a spring-fed pool, so it's cold as fuck in that
That
water.
does sound fun
But
though.
it's awesome. I love the spring-fed pool here. Way better than the chlorinated, disgusting little kid pool.
They have their moments. I have a creek in my backyard. I have a creek literally in my backyard. It's my
That's cool.
eastern
And
property
it's
boundary.
a good kids
It's a-
can like
They
hang
tube.
out in.
Yep, they can tube down
Yeah.
it. Or we have like kids who tube through town.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. He says his pork chop's always like, can't y'all just go somewhere? She loves staying by herself. My kids do.
Aw.
My daughters do. But here's the problem. My one's going to be, is now technically a senior. One's technically a junior. And I don't want to be a grandpa yet. So I don't
So
like
you're
leaving.
trying
I don't
not
like
to leave
leaving them.
unsupervised.
The one I'm not worried about because the one whose boyfriend bought us tamales. I mean, worst case scenario, she gets married to him and we have tamales for things.
Ever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is fine. Whatever. Maybe she'll learn how to make them. Whatever. Well, cool. Some meat churros for us. The other one is the one who told me she's going through her hoe phase. She told her dad she's going through a hoe phase. I ain't leaving her home alone.
Well,
Fuck that.
Alrighty then.
I'll take her to the fucking lake. I'll use her for bait. Oh shit. Don't
Chastity
fucking
belt.
tell your dad that. Fucking idiot.
I would never have told my dad that.
No, nobody in their fucking right mind would.
Eee.
Going through my hoe phase. Fuck you. 17.
My kid's dad is a local county constable. I am pretty sure they're not telling their dad that.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be looking people up on
On the hoe phase.
police stuff. On the police stuff, doing
Mhm.
background searches on the boyfriends and stuff. Good Lord. I feel a little bad for my kids sometimes.
I just don't understand these kids. I would never tell anyone in my family something about going through a hoe phase. And I'm in my fucking 40s. If something happened right now, my wife and I split up, right? I wouldn't tell my mom I'm going through a hoe phase or my dad. That's fucking
I tell my
ridiculous.
mom that. My mom would be like, really? Seriously? Do you have to? But I'd only tell her to embarrass her. See? Huge
Yeah.
difference. I just do it for shock value. Maybe that's what your kid's doing. Is
I
she
don't.
that kid?
No. She's
She's
dumb.
not the shock value kid?
No, she's fucking stupid. Captain Wayne says his barbecue brings all the girls to the yard. What's up? That sounds good as fuck. Dude, I love barbecue. I love this time of year. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, so we came back from the lake because it was raining and shitty, right? And then Monday, cooked some steaks on the grill.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, put some Brussels
Monday
steaks
I
on the
worked
freezer.
all day.
What'd you do that for? That sounds dumb as fuck.
Well, because when you work in the land business, every day's a sale day.
Even federal holidays?
Yeah, because not everybody, some people like to make appointments to go look at 20 acres of land to buy on Memorial Day because that's their only day off.
What's 20 acres go for down there? If I want to buy 20 acres near you, I want to buy that plot.
Well, if you're talking about New Braunfels, it's going to be a lot more.
Okay.
But where we're at right now is Bandera, and it can go anywhere from 150 at the low end at the 10-acre mark to let's see, 450
for 10 acres.
for 20 acres.
450. So about $500,000 for 20 acres, give or take.
For
Once you
20
play
acres. 20 acres.
for Bandera, Texas. Is
for
Charlie
Bandera,
Robinson there?
Texas.
I mean,
Possible.
I better be Charlie Robinson's neighbor for paying $500,000 for 20 acres.
You're pretty darn close,
Yeah.
and the area across the street is protected, so you'll never have neighbors across the street from you, across the major roadway, and it's hill country, and it's beautiful, and yeah, it's worth it. Trust me, this land is flippin' gorgeous. If I'd had the money, I'd have bought land out there myself. It is absolutely beautiful.
I don't know.
But if you're moving into New Braunfels
I've-
area, it's even more expensive. You want to talk about, you're talking about paying that same amount
That
for
sounds dumb.
10 acres in New Braunfels area. The closer you get to New Braunfels, the more expensive it gets.
Okay, so but for there, can you have like animals? Can you have like is there covenants on it or anything? Do you have water?
No pigs. No pigs. Some of the land already has the water on it, which is included in the price. Some of them don't. You'll have to do it yourself. It's gated. The covenants are pretty relaxed. It's whatever the Texas laws are for 10 acres and above for hunting on your own land. But you can have your cattle, you can have your horses, you can have your sheep, your goats. You just can't have pigs. Apparently, nobody in Texas wants to live next door to a pig farmer.
That sounds ridiculous.
But you can have your chickens, and you can have all that other good stuff.
I mean, that sounds fun, I guess, but
yeah,
I don't know. It just seems like a lot, especially not having water. I know how much of a pain in the dick it is here to not have water. So,
well, I mean, there's water out there. You're just gonna have to dig your own well.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, if I want to have animals, I got to have water, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's helpful.
Definitely.
Animals drink water.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's water. It's just we don't have like it's not the actual area we're at right now doesn't have like a big huge lake.
There's no streams or
there's some creeks.
Okay.
Some small creeks. Nothing major.
Oh, I mean that's better than nothing, I guess, but it's still kind of.
Yeah. Captain Wayne says his mom has 60 acres, but that was back when it was 300 an acre. Yeah, land in Texas is getting up there, but right now, it's a lot more affordable than it was, say, 5 years ago.
Or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
3 years, but that's part of it. The interest rates are sky the fuck high too. But I didn't want to do that yet. Sorry.
Nope.
We're working on something for next hour, and I totally messed it up.
Pushing the wrong buttons.
Pushing the wrong buttons. But okay,
we're
so
all about buttons.
Like here, I was putting siding on my house, right? We bought our house in 2018. Well, my wife bought it right before we were married. For just over $200,000. Okay. And we have a half acre in town on the creek. And there's only about a block, not even a whole block, where there's no bicycle path on either side of the creek. So the back of my house, when you go to my backyard, I have my half acre. We have a half acre right next door with my in-laws, right? So together we have a whole acre, and there's no bike path in our backyard. The $1.3 million houses down the street, you know what they got? People walking through their backyard every goddamn night. And they're
the bike path.
Yep.
Yeah.
And on the other side of the path from me, of the creek from me, is like a trailer park, but it's way the fuck off the creek. Like there's actually like the deer, like there's been mountain lion in my backyard the last couple of days and stuff. Like I am a pretty good spot here, right? And I had people walking up next to my house. I was on a ladder putting siding on my house with a nail gun in my hand, right? And this dude comes up and he's like trying to talk to me. I'm like, what do you want? He's like, I will give you $750 cash for your house right now. Like, no. Can't. Because there's nowhere. There's nowhere like this for me to buy. I will never have another house like this. Never.
No, exactly.
Never.
Well, I get people all the time. My house is very small, 2-bedroom, 1 bath, built in 1949. I'm in the historic part of the town I live in. I get people offer me way more than this house is worth all the time. just because of where it's located. Because this house right here, where it's located in this part of town, I have no HOA. I'm not a gated community. I'm in the historic area. I'm close to everything. I'm close to the highway. I'm close to downtown. I'm close to the water park. I'm close to everything.
Mhm.
I mean, but I could not find this house anywhere else in town for this price
Yeah.
that I have it for now.
Mhm.
There's no way.
Yeah.
Because, my grandparents owned this home
Mhm.
and got it when it was, not popular to live here.
Yep.
So I would, why, yeah, I'm going to sell it to you for what you want, but I would never be able to buy another house like this anywhere around here for the amount of money you want to give me for this house. Because everything else in New Braunfels is insanely
Mhm.
highly priced. I mean, the house next door to me sold for like more than some of these houses in these new bougie neighborhoods.
Right. And what can you do about it? Like, if you were to decide you
Oh,
wanted to sell, right? Or what could you
mhm.
actually get? Nothing. You'd be dicked.
Well, I couldn't get enough to relocate anywhere else, not in
No.
this town anymore.
No. And you wouldn't get enough to be able to even buy one of those properties you're talking about and build a house on it.
Nope. Nope. I could buy the land, but then I couldn't buy a house
Yep.
or to build. I couldn't build a house on it. I'd have to wait,
Mhm.
until I had enough money to build a house. So yeah, no.
So about once a month, I get a thing in the mail. Captain Wayne says they don't 60K in the Ozark and they don't rent pigs, according to Heath. But okay, so I get a thing in the mail, business
Mhm.
card. Okay, be back. So, the Google car, the Google Maps car, or whatever, drives
Yeah,
by.
that drives around
Mhm.
and takes the
I was told you I was in the middle of putting siding on my house, right?
Mhm.
That's when the Google car drives by. And on top of that, my daughter's car, she like left lights on, ran the battery dead. So the Google car drives by. My house is like, the front of my house is missing half its siding. Okay.
Mhm.
My daughter's car has the hood up in the driveway. And of course, there's like a pile of siding next to the house, and it just looks like fucking garbage people live here, right? And that's when the Google car drives by. Well, now, and it was garbage day, so the garbage can was still in front of the house. Couldn't do my fuck garbage yet. So there's a garbage can with like a bay half sticking out
So
of
if
it
we
and shit.
Google Earth your house, that's what we
It's
get to
fucking
see.
gross. It's the grossest fucking picture ever. And I get like a fucking business card or a postcard in the mail about once a month. We want to buy your house. Fuck you. If I want to sell it, I'll call you. Quit sending me shit.
Yeah.
And I've emailed the people. I've called them like, don't fuck. This is creepy, dude. Quit. Stop.
Right.
I'm not selling you my house.
Oh, don't let a family member die in this town, because the day after it hits the I don't know, the hospital records or the newspapers or whatever, you're
Mhm.
gonna get a billion phone calls from people wanting to buy your house. And it pissed my mom off so bad. She cussed my 80-year-old mama cussed somebody out on the phone because they called asking about my grandfather's house, not 48 hours after that man died, asking, "Do you want to sell?" Mama flipped her lid.
Yup.
It's crazy. The housing market is insane.
Well, and like ours, so the way we got our house so cheap was, except my in-laws are right next door, right? And so the people and we are right across so there's a college in my town, and we are seriously like across the street from the college.
Hmm.
And this house is, I think it's officially listed as a 3-bedroom, 3-bath. But we have 2 more we have, counting my bunker, we would have
Mhm.
3 more non-conforming bedrooms in the basement because there's no windows, right?
Hmm.
Which aren't hard to put in. I just never fucking did it. Yellow in the front, brown in the rear. That's right. But people were doing the same thing, and so the guy died. The old guy died. The wife was still here and was here for like 5 years. And my father-in-law like mowed her lawn and did snow removal and did all the things. Like
Mhm.
took care of her, helped change the water heater when it went out and everything.
Hmm.
And my wife at the time, we weren't married yet, but she still had 4 kids. And the lady was moving in with her son and
Mhm.
was like, I want a family to live here. I don't want it to get developed. I don't want to turn into a college house. Like,
Yeah.
so she sold it to us super cheap. And that was
Well, that
super.
was
I mean,
nice.
it was still 225 or whatever, 218. 218 was what we settled on, and 225 after all the fees and whatnot. But I mean, so it was still not cheap, but compared to what she could have got out of it if she'd have put it on the market, you know, the house,
Yeah.
there's a house down the street from us. They have a bigger lot. And they have a 5-bedroom, 3-bath. It's for sale right now for $895. And it's two houses down from us. So we have a nicer house. Our house square foot wise is bigger. They have a bigger garage, about the same. We could probably get $750 or better for it if we wanted. But I'm just like you said, where the fuck do you move? What do I do?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Where do you go?
Dave says, he didn't live in Massachusetts. Maine. Have you looked at Maine? My buddy moved to Maine, and everything there's super cheap too. He's looking to move out of state soon. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Massachusetts sucks. But no, my buddy Tim moved to Maine, to Portland, Maine, and those houses are amazing, and they're all like super old Victorian or colonial houses, and they were like cheap. Cambridge. I bet Cambridge is expensive as fuck. We have a lot of people that move here from out of state because, well, like when the pandemic came and they could like all work from home, they moved here.
Yeah.
Which sucks for us. But that's whatever.
This area of Texas is just booming in general. The I-35 corridor between San Antonio and Austin is just insane. And the hill country in general is just growing like a weed.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, prices here are just like bonkers.
Yeah.
We've got 2 rivers here. We've got, the water park. We've got, I mean, there's just a lot. So it's popular.
Dave said he makes $50K a year there and it's nothing. And it's like $1 million for a trash house. I believe it. That sucks, dude.
Sucks.
Mm-hmm. That fucking sucks for her.
Don't move to Texas.
But like I said, Maine is super cool. Cause says Buc-ee's. You have a Buc-ee's. You do have Buc-ee's.
We do have a Buc-ee's. Yes,
buck around and find out.
Buck around and find out.
Lori said everyone's moving to Texas.
They are. They're all moving here. It's driving me crazy. I mean, y'all can come visit all you want, but y'all don't gotta be. Well, the house next door to me is actually free. I mean, not free, but it's up for lease or sale or something. But yeah. I want cool neighbors again.
I want cool neighbors again.
I'm tired of people moving in that annoy me. I don't want somebody moving in that's gonna like bug me or get on my nerves.
Lori says Maine is fucking expensive. I don't know, dude. Like I said, my buddy Tim moved to Portland and it was super cheap. His house there was like as nice as mine, and he paid like $150. Yeah, Dave said he tripped out to Oklahoma and saw houses for $100,000 that were just jaw dropping. You know who?
Oklahoma, I believe it.
Yep, Oklahoma and Missouri too. Missouri and like Iowa. Kaz says he's going to be your neighbor, TZ. All he needs to do is find a job down there.
Go ahead. You find a job down here. You move in next door. I will let you.
The
house next door is beautiful.
He says Mississippi is cheap. Mississippi. I think I said it right.
Mississippi?
Mm-hmm.
Mississippi?
Something like that.
It's the only thing I remember from school. On nothing else. Just how to spell Mississippi.
Yeah, I don't. I'm trying to figure out if I would actually want to move down there. To like Texas. I mean, I lived in Texas for a while. I lived in White Settlement, which was fucking bullshit. That was false advertising. That was the only white person lived there. But it's whatever. Oh, I didn't want to do that yet. Wrong button.
You just keep touching buttons.
I keep hitting the wrong button, but hey, that was you. You're welcome.
Was that me? Oh, great. Thanks.
It's a picture you sent me. If you send me a picture, it's going on the internet.
I didn't see it.
Sorry about it.
I'm just saying I didn't.
Okay.
You did it so fast. I didn't
Good.
see it.
I don't want you to see it yet. It's a surprise.
Okay, I'm not seeing it. I don't see.
No, I'm all those pictures because we're gonna do a thing the next hour.
Yeah, the next hour is coming up on us quick, and we got a guest.
We do.
We do. I'm so excited. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna talk about one of my favorite things in the world. Coffee.
Yes. Soldier Girl coffee. I'm excited. She should be coming on her.
And her coffee's good.
That's what you were saying, and that makes me very excited about it.
Because I'm a coffee freak. I'm all about coffee.
Ooh,
I
Phil.
love some coffee.
Cause. Phil says go on USA Jobs or clearance jobs to find a job down there, but Raytheon is hiring. So awesome, Dave. Yeah. We're WTF too, like every day. Every day.
Every day. Well, Saturday.
Not Saturdays. Oh, but you know what? I really do. I'm happy. I'm so happy what we do here.
Me too.
Dave says Raytheon is a great place. I don't know. I never worked for Raytheon or worked with Raytheon.
We got an Amazon warehouse.
Isn't Kaz ready to retire yet?
I don't know. Kaz, you ready to retire?
Yeah,
yet?
just retire, Kaz. Go live down there. Ooh, Soldier Girl needs Keurig pods. I'm going to tell her that. They do lots of contract work for the government. Yeah, I heard that. I don't know. They build missiles and shit too, right? What else does Raytheon build? Do you know?
I have to gurgle it. I'm like, you want to.
No, I'm building this. I've been doing it the whole time because I'm not very good at my job.
I've been watching you.
Watching me not paying attention to what I'm doing and fucking it up because I'm good at that.
Hitting buttons. Watching you hit buttons.
I'm trying to like get your pictures and crop them and everything. So.
Oh!
All right. Oh, there she be. There she be.
I stepped in.
Hey. All right. So we're going to cut to break so I can get my page set up and hang out because we have a special guest coming on and I'm so excited.
And we can get y'all all excited with us for her.
Yep.
Yee.
So we will be back. We're going to take about a 7-minute break. Kaz says early guests are awesome guests. That's right. We're not sitting here waiting like, oh, is she coming? Is she coming?
Right, exactly,
you guys coming up?
Exactly.
So,
all right. So 7-minute break and we'll be back with our awesome freaking guest, y'all.
Yes. All right. We'll be back. Chats.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
To pour their love on me like water. Got an ocean full of love that's made for two. We can sail upon the ocean breeze and sunshine feels like you loving me. We got a good thing going on, you know that's true. I'm feeling fine, fine, fine. Pour your love on me like wine. Come on, mama, fill me up. Let me take a sip from your loving cup. Feeling fine, 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 fine. Pour your love on me like wine. Well, I like waking up lying next to you when the sun's so hot and the sky's so blue. There ain't a single thing I'd rather do than spend all my time making love to you. Ain't got a plan, just a way to live in a big bag of love that we love to give out to the world through song and show. If you're getting on the bus, let's go, go, go. I'm feeling fine, fine, fine. Pour your love on me like wine. Come on, mama, fill me up. Let me take a sip from your loving cup. Feeling fine, 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 fine. Pour your love on me like wine. Feeling fine, 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 fine. Pour your love on me like wine. Feeling fine, fine, Sioux Falls, thank you so much.
Don't cry for me, sweet Annalie. You know you're the keeper of my stars. I love you and I want you, and you'll always draw me near. I'm just running from the pain in my heart. $10 short and 1 day late. That's all I've ever been to you. But oh, that happy feeling when my love flew through the ceiling and I was freed from your burning memory. Said don't cry for me, sweet Annalie. You know you're the keeper of the stars. I love you and I want you, and you'll always draw me near. I'm just running from the pain in my heart. I'm just running from the pain in my heart. I flew from the gutter into the arms of another, and for a while she made me feel alright. But in a crazy blunder, your love took me back under. Now I'm tied to those shackles and chains. Said don't cry for me, sweet Annalie. You know you're the keeper of the stars. I love you and I want you, and you'll always draw me near. I'm just running from the pain in my heart. I'm just running from the pain in my heart. unwind. And now I'm right back from where it began. How old will I be when you finally set me free and the sun shines on my heart again? Said don't cry for me, sweet Annalie. You know you're the keeper of my stars. I love you and I want you, and you'll always draw me near. I'm just running from the pain in my I'm just running from the pain in my heart. I'm just running from the pain in my heart.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
Please enjoy the show. Shots.
Hey, everybody, we're back. Look who we have. We have a guest. We have a guest. So excited. I am so excited. And I'm sorry for scaring you earlier. You texted me and you're like, oh my God, we got to go. I'm like, no. You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, I about flipped my shit there. I was, about that.
It's what we
I do
do.
that sometimes.
Well, and what's that?
No, what did Terrence say?
I said, oh, that's what we do. We like to freak people out a little bit. It's
And
our
we
thing.
do freak people out. So Carrie Beavers from Soldier Girl Coffee. What we kind of start out. Everyone's got a connection to the military. And I
Can I raise my hand, sorry?
Can she raise her hand?
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
So since I switched over to my cell, I have to plug it in. I'm sorry. It's on red.
Oh, plug your cell phone in.
Yeah.
Yeah, do what you got to do. We're having one minor technical difficulty. Give it just a second. And then we will be back with Carrie Beavers. Hey, it's just not the smoke pit if something doesn't go wonky, y'all.
Hey,
You
I
know
was
this.
wondering.
Our people know this.
It's been a minute. It's been like about an hour since we had a technical. No, we didn't, because
Yeah.
I was hitting the wrong buttons. Remember?
That's right. And when we first got on earlier and you couldn't hear me, it wasn't you. It was me.
That's true. So
And that was before anything started. So see, you've been doing really good. It's not you, Radar. It's not you.
you know, sometimes it's me.
Yeah. That's okay.
But it's fine. It's fine. You know what? We have a blast here on the show, and
We do always have a blast here on the show. Oh goodness. Ooh. Oh, Cause says coffee shots.
that's right. Ooh, we should do coffee shots.
Yeah, but then I'd have to get up and go get them.
It is
Ugh.
kind of late for me to do coffee because I won't sleep.
Really? Are you one of those guys where like if you drink coffee too late, you can't sleep?
Basically.
No, not me. I can drink coffee any time of the day or night and still just
Really? I've never been able to do that.
I don't know why.
I don't know. You're
I'm a
luckier than I am.
freak. Just my thing, I guess. I'm a little bit of a weirdo.
Phil says getting a job through USA Jobs is tough, but getting past CPAC is a pain in the balls. I've never tried to get a job either one. So
Yeah, me neither. Well, I did when I first got out of the service. I went through USA Jobs,
Mhm.
and it took like forever. And then when they finally, had a position open for me, I already had another job, a better job that paid better, and so I was just like, no, but thank you.
right.
And I've never tried to again. So, mwah, mwah, mwah. But it did. It took a long time just to even get into their system and get anybody to even like look at my resume or anything.
Yeah.
So Phil would know though. Phil, like, he has his hands in everything.
Does he?
That's what I hear.
I've never.
Yeah, he's tried a little bit of everything everywhere.
I tried doing the military job thing when I got out. I didn't do a very good job of it.
No,
So
just not your gig, dude.
no, I was never very good at the military to begin with. I didn't need to. Oh, there we go. She's back.
She's back. Guess who's back?
There we go.
Carrie's back.
Yeah, I'm back.
All right.
Okay, now back to you, Radar.
Oh, I've got a horrible. No, I don't know what we did, but I have a horrible echo on you again. I'm not
Me.
good at this.
Lord. Well, I have a delay.
What did I even do?
I don't know. Wasn't me.
What did I even do?
I don't know.
I can hear myself through
I tried
you.
something.
Do you have? Are
I
you?
can hear myself through you.
Are you playing it on the background?
Hold on.
Are you playing it?
Uh-oh. Oh no!
Oh no! She's gone. Oh my god.
Well, I swear to God, we have someone.
We have a
It may
guest.
take us a few minutes.
I have an
It was
idea.
so good during the break. We were doing.
I have
so
an
good.
idea.
You have an idea?
How about I go back to break? Oh. Is she back? There she is.
Yeah.
There she is.
God, I hope this is it. Can you hear me?
I can,
I can.
but I can also hear me
But I
through
can also
you.
hear me through you.
Still?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here. I can look at the settings. I don't really know.
I have an idea. We're gonna cut to
I have an
break,
idea. We're gonna cut to break.
and we'll handle it, and we'll come back.
We'll handle it, and we'll come back.
All right. So we'll be back in like
All right. So
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
Please enjoy the show. Shots.
All right, everybody. We're back. We're gonna try it again.
Yes,
We'll try it again.
giving it a go.
Carrie, let's try it. How's it sound?
Okay.
Still got a little bit of an echo, but it's way better. It's way better than it was, but it's still kind of dog water. But we'll make it work.
Yeah, totally make it work.
So, Carrie, where did your idea for the coffee shop come from? So give us a little background on why you started Soldier Girl Coffee.
Okay, well, so 2019, it's kind of a long story, but I'll keep it short.
Keep it as long as you want.
2019 is when I decided to put in my claim. I decided to put in a claim for PTSD related to military sexual trauma 30 years later. And only by the VSO telling me shit over and over. But I didn't know when I finally submitted my claim that I would open up all those wounds and stuff. I didn't know because I was suppressed it and denial and everything else. So once I did that, obviously I was having a lot of problems trying to mask it, cope with it, alcohol, risky things, and so once I went to counseling at the VA and started getting help, so I reached out, actually, at the time before I went to the VA, I reached out to a veterans group online, and I realized how many, because I was struggling and feeling suicidal, and I didn't realize how big a problem it was, because I've been out for quite a long time, and I didn't realize the problem with veteran suicide, so I started listening to people, and that kind of helped me, it was kind of helping me feel better just by being able to listen. And then I joined a crisis team. And we'll let them know when people were, making comments and stuff like that. But so it was really bugging me because I'd see it every night, every day, or whatever. And I was just like, how can I make one person make a difference? And I just lay in bed, can't think about it. And so I decided to start my own company because we use the so part of profits go to veteran programs that actively get veterans out of isolation and back into a team environment to reduce the veteran suicide risk rate. Sorry.
Oh,
So
you're doing
that's
good.
basically it. That's basically it. And it just, that was 2 years ago. And ever since I launched March 13th, 2021, I hit the floor running. I didn't know it would take off so fast.
Right.
And ever since then, I've been trying to keep up.
So why did you, when you decided to start your business, why did you choose coffee? Do you have a passion for it, or is it something you know other people are passionate about, or why particularly coffee?
Because I found out that everybody likes coffee. Not everybody, but the majority of people in the world love coffee, and I just saw it as a tool. And also, I started out with CBD, hemp infused coffee for veterans, for the PTSD. So I found that helped me a little bit. So I decided to start selling that, and so that's why I started with that one. But the regular, I just see them as a tool to get my message out and to make a profit to donate to all the veteran programs and make a difference in veterans' lives.
Okay.
Awesome.
How did
I love coffee. Don't get me wrong. I love coffee. The product itself sells itself. I've never had. It's an amazing product, so I've never had a problem. I'm pretty much 5 stars all the time. So I pretty much just work on, getting organizations and seeing how we can help each other and stuff like that.
Right. What other organizations do you work with?
There's too many.
Okay, let me and I don't want to get you in trouble. Okay, who's the first organization that you worked with that you really felt you got traction with?
Okay.
Because I was going to ask who your favorite is, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I can't do that. So Ultimate Veteran Adventures, they take, because that's my mission. They actively, I don't partner with people don't actively, doing the stuff to make a difference. So, they take veterans on hunting trips and fishing trips and lots of Gold Star families too. But, I just started out donating like coolers for their trip and stuff like that. And we've been partners for 2 years, but that's been, one of my first that I've stuck with.
Mm-hmm. I've always wondered, like, what did it take? Like, we have a lot of people. I've had a couple people on now that have started their own business. Like, when did you what did it take for you to be like, when you really said, I'm going to do it? Like, did you have to give up everything else? Like, did you work for for someone else for a while till you kind of got it going, or are you just like, fuck it, I'm all in?
Well, actually, I was in a veteran business group online for over a year, and we meet once a week. And when I start talking about it, the idea, they pretty, I got a lot of inspiration there to do it. Like they believed in me. Like, why don't you do it? Why don't you open your? Why don't you start it? And I don't think I would have without that push from them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically what got me started. But actually, I was a nurse forever, and when COVID started, I got let go because it was more of an office job and at Caterpillar, and they didn't.
Yeah, that's a lot.
brand ambassador, but emails and follow-up stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of stuff that I need to be doing that I can't do myself all the time.
Right.
Yeah, you
But
gotta let go
I'll
a
shout out
little.
my designer though. He's freaking amazing.
Oh, is that who does your logo and all your
Yeah.
media stuff?
Well, actually, he does my design, logos, sayings for the shirt. But mostly
I love your stuff.
Mostly I put on the shirts and the models. I do all that myself.
Very nice.
I was just told earlier about your shirts, and
Wait, well, I don't know if you said this one, but
Yes,
bitch fuel.
that's the
bitch
one
fuel.
I'm waiting for. As soon as it gets here,
Yeah.
that will be one of my shirts of the week. I love that shirt.
So my designer, like, he did my website and then kind of helped me with the story. And yeah, he really helped me build a lot. I mean, just a lot of visually what you see in my store and stuff that I did myself, but it's all like his design and the story line. He's amazing. Yeah.
Well, good.
He's a veteran. He was a Gulf War veteran, and he's actually worked for a lot of big companies like HP and just a lot of things. Hot cars. I got blessed with him. That's all I can say.
Hey, it's
It's a
nice to have
blessing.
good support.
Yeah, especially from professionals. You know?
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
really
exactly.
professional. Yeah. So I mean, there's times I look at my couch and say I wish I had a new couch right now, but because I put it's not cheap to start a business and be as fast as I was because I was spending quite a bit of money advertising and other things. So yeah, there's that.
Well, I mean, there's
But
always that. There's always that. There's always like that challenge to it.
I'm like, oh God, and then I think about how much I'm like, but it's worth it. But I'm like, I'll be looking at my couch like, I just want a new couch. I spent like really thousands of dollars, but not on myself. But I know someday I'll get there. That's why I'm doing it now. A sacrifice.
Yeah, you can get out there and be one of the biggest coffee brands out there, huh?
Well, I'm right now I'm the biggest female veteran coffee company, so that's my goal.
I'm excited.
Oh,
I know one of your brand ambassadors
Oh,
from your
Les,
local in
Leslie.
New Braunfels, Leslie. Yeah, she's great. She's fun.
Oh yeah, I love her. I love her. She's
And
the
then
best
you
model.
do-
First model too.
Yeah, she's one of your models.
What were you
And
gonna
then
say?
I say you get your when they do the little pop-up tents at a couple events I've seen your coffee at OP Veteran Fest up in Round Rock here in Texas.
Yeah. We were there 2 years in a row, but I mean, it's just I've been working on my business so much that I would get veterans to do my events for me ever since I started. I would like to go to a couple. I got invited to Florida, and unfortunately, I couldn't make that one. I was going to be doing quite a bit of stuff there, but I couldn't make that. But I do want to get because everybody was asking where I was and they want to meet me and stuff like that. So I'll try to get out there more. I'm trying.
Well, you're doing it all
It's
by
just a
yourself,
lot.
you know. You do what you can.
Yeah.
So, what would you
So-
say is your favorite coffee right now that you've got on your site?
Well, that's easy because salted caramel.
Yeah,
love it.
see, told you, salted caramel.
Oh, the caramel. There it is. You know what I do? I use the. Okay, so my daughter works at a coffee shop, so I actually just put caramel in my Folgers because I'm poverty like that. Poverty like that. She brought me like the caramel stuff, and I just put it in my Folgers because I'm
So
That's what
you've got your regular coffees, you've got your infused coffees, and then you've got your flavored coffees, correct?
Well, here's the thing. I've been infused for 2 years, but I'm right at the end of it till next year because it's sold out. I've sold out of everything, and there's a lot of people that love it and still keep buying it. The last bags I had. So some people be like, I want 6, I want 15. You know, when I said I'm like, I'm very low. But everything goes up. Prices on coffee goes up for me all the time, and I try to keep my prices as low as I can without not making a profit. But I try to also not break the bank on people. And I do offer a lot of discount codes. So if you see that price, if you're on my Facebook club, Soldier Girl Coffee Club, or my page, you can find discounts. Because I do a lot of discount codes, like especially my partners. So some of them are J-Dog. So you save 10% on your purchase, and then 20% would go to J-Dog donation for veterans. Stuff like that. So I do have some, but a lot of times it's hard to keep pumping those discount codes. They're going to get lost, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I like your coffee, and I'm a coffee snob, and I really liked your coffee, and I ordered more, so I'm excited to get my next shipment, and I will continue to patronize your business because I am a coffee fan.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Actually, Hawaiian hazelnut probably my second favorite, and then Colombian, so it's probably third.
Ooh, Hawaiian hazelnut. See, it's all rolling back to Hawaii tonight for some reason. First we had the roasted pork, then we had the spam masubi. Now we've got the Hawaiian hazelnut.
Yeah, I want to go to Hawaii. Let's just pretend we're there right now.
Play some waves. I don't know if that's exactly how I do it, but I'm just trying to get it to where we have so much reverb, and I'm trying to fix it, and I think I'm messing things up. I'm sorry. Heath is giving us a hard time. Yeah, we don't need that.
I can't see what he's saying, so.
Oh, you're not missing much. He's talking shit about my ability or inability to fix our echo problem here.
Okay. That's okay then. He can do that.
Well, I fixed it to where now she's not echoey, but TZ, you're super quiet. So there's that. Maybe. Well, that's kind of what you got to do. Just not touch anything. Because I'm going through touching everything. I'm not even entirely sure people can hear us. So. But good news is you're not near as echoey now. So.
All I know is a delay. Like when I see myself up here, when it's actually down there.
Oh yeah. You don't have you're not like listening to the show while we're doing this, are you?
No.
Oh, okay. Because sometimes that'll cause the echo that I'm trying to fight. Yep, there is a I don't know, couple second delay between what we're doing and so yeah. So you gotta be careful with it.
We're good there. I've even had to learn, like, when I want to point at him, I have to remember what side he's like. Right now I'm pointing at him, but like I used to get confused and do like this, but he's not on that side. Yeah, so it's an adjustment. We've been doing it for a little while now, though, haven't we, Radar?
Yeah, we've been doing it for about 6 months now.
Yeah, and you're like our fourth or fifth guest. Yay!
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
I was
absolutely. Thanks
glad
for
to
coming
have
on.
you.
So
I'm glad you had the time to come on. I know you're so busy with running the business, and I always see your posts about being at the gym, and I know you're doing a lot of stuff. You do a lot of the silky hikes, don't you? Do a lot of those with the IW guys?
Actually, I sponsor, but I'm going to one in October. So no, I don't
Okay.
go. I've been to one actually, but I'm
Yeah.
going in October, and I sponsor different ones. So they'll
Okay.
I'll give them coffee to raffle off and make money and stuff like that.
Good deal. I knew you had something in there to do with the IW
Yeah.
guys. I just wasn't 100% sure what all it was. But you're a
Yeah.
busy woman.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it.
I mean, I can think of a million things I'm supposed to be working on when I go to the gym, but I have to take care of myself, so I can do this business. So
Exactly.
it's
Always
it's
take
made
care
a
of
big difference. It's made a big difference because I told you the first over a year not doing anything but working. So now I meditate, not every day. I would like to every day, but I don't always do it. But meditate and work out, which helped me a lot.
that physical.
That's kind of your release.
Oh yeah, like working on mindset all the time. I mean, I have to do this business. I've had to grow my mindset the whole time because I was really, really. I didn't want to be on the this was so difficult for me. Now I can just do it, but if you saw me in the beginning, even in my veterans group, business group, I would never have my camera on. And so now I'm totally different, but I had to get out of that shell and out of my comfort zone quite a few times, over and over and over. So that
Good
was
for
a little
you.
bit of struggle for me. Yeah, I wasn't always kind of introverted, so it wasn't like I was jumped into it extroverted. So, and there's times that I would still be like, some people might be on a podcast and I cancel because I do it, but I don't do that anymore.
Good for you. You got to get out of that comfort zone
Mhm.
sometimes.
Oh,
Me,
yeah.
I'm the
Well,
opposite. I have to remember to draw back sometimes. I'm a little in your face.
well, I'm getting there a little bit more because that's what my business is kind of all about, like in your face, bitch fuel, just having more of an attitude, strength, stuff like that.
Good for you.
It's fun.
I like hearing that. I like hearing it.
Big old cup of fuck coffee, stuff like that.
Yes.
There it is. I was waiting for it.
There you go.
Brew with balls. GI fucking Joe. A cup of GI fucking Joe, something like that. So yeah, I mean, I have a lot of fun making posts sometimes these last 2 years because it'd be something I know I'd be laughing at myself, but I push myself, I'm a little uncomfortable, I'm posting it. You know what I mean? If I'm
If you're uncomfortable,
yeah, you
post
should.
it. There you go.
So
Yeah.
we were kind of talking earlier, and one of another group. I don't know if you know them or not. They're called Little Ranks. It's a gal. She was a Marine, and she posted some pictures earlier, and I thought these were great. The ones that you sent me because she said something about fuck Memorial Day pictures. Don't send me a picture of your blues. Show me a picture of you having fun with your buddies or hanging out in the barracks or the actual pictures of the military, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I love the. I'm going to show these pictures you sent me. You sent me pictures. They're going on the internet. Just letting you know.
Yeah.
So this one
good.
here. I don't know. Can you see that picture? Like you look so happy and fun. What were you doing in this picture?
Which picture is it?
It's the one you're in your beret. Can you see it now?
You see in the background?
Yeah.
CD, yes. No, CD.
Wow.
And give my age away, but that's all right. That was at home. I mean, I live in an apartment.
Oh, nice.
That actually. So I joined in 91 and we didn't have the freaking internet, you know, and then when I went to Germany, I really didn't have, you know, we had to write letters like by hand and stuff. It was weird. I mean, I survived somehow with no computer, no phone. So anyway, I was in Germany in 91 and 93. I joined as a cook. So I had got married in Germany. So my ex-husband went to Fort Bragg, and then I was going to go, after I left Germany, I was going there too. So I decided I wanted to get out of the military. So I got out for 4 months. And but I actually wasn't out. I was in Army Reserve, but I decided to sell pagers and I sucked at it. So they fired me. Yeah, I couldn't even sell pagers. They fired me. And then I was like, fuck this. I'm at Fort Bragg, everybody in uniform. And like, I'm going back in.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to reclass as a 91 Bravo medic.
Nice.
And yeah, and then I stayed until 2001 as a medic.
That's awesome.
So that's that story with, but anyways, I guess what I'm trying to say, when I got out in the Army Reserves, I was 80 with 82nd Aviation and that with that beret. And it pisses people off. Okay, my ex-husband was airborne and it pisses him off so much that I have that picture up there because of the beret and I was airborne. I love to just fuck with him. Like, yeah.
Because
I mean, we've been divorced forever, like a lifetime, but still, he's still like, I'm like, I don't care.
Sorry, you're the one who jumped out of planes just to get a beret. Well, as we're making,
admit it, I'm a leg, okay.
Hey, I actually, I'm not. I have my wings, but I don't really give a shit. I'm not that airborne, dude. But hold on, as we're talking about dating ourselves, I'm going to put this one up.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you. Oh yeah. Yeah. Nice. You look mad. You look mad though. You look mad. No, that's probably the reason. Yeah, hormones. Yeah, that'll do it. That's awesome though. That's awesome. Field pics. Very cool.
Well, I'm trying to. Hold on, that's what I'm doing right now. Just give me like a second. Just give me a second. We'll do Baby Radar Marine first because he's still in BDUs. Well, they weren't BDUs to us. We call them camis, but hold on. Give me like 2 seconds. There we go. Because this is the one I put in that deal today. This is in the barracks, and I know I was skinny and I had hair in the right places. I had hair where I was supposed to have it. But so that was the club. One of my gunnery sergeants made that for a kid because he kept losing his rifle. And so he left it in the shitter or in the head. Because he kept leaving his rifle place, so they gave him the club. Well, then he left the club. So I took a picture. I mean, we all took pictures of it. But yeah, that was a skinny old me. That's probably I was probably 19 in that picture. Yup. So, hey, I'm not. Yup. Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're vintage, remember? We're vintage.
Well, so this one here
We're
must be
fucking
about.
past old.
This one here must have been before the beret incident. I wasn't going to call it that.
That's when I had just graduated basic training.
Oh, so
in
that was
one.
wow.
And then, I don't know, the picture got messed up, but you know what I'm saying. We didn't have phones, so that's all you get.
It actually
That's
looks
I could do.
good. It looks like one of those really good vintage pictures. You know what I mean? It looks good. I like that picture a lot. It looks really good.
I don't remember. Probably the throwaway camera.
Oh yeah,
the one
I found a
throwaway.
couple of those. So I was going through all my stuff because I have a big storage unit in my basement, and I found like 3 of those cameras that haven't been developed yet. I don't know if they're still good or not. But the little yellow paper ones, and you take a picture and it click, and yeah, I don't know if they're still any good. But speaking of uncomfortable pictures, we'll get one of Taryn.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, some of us can stick their Velcro to their chest without a uniform on. Yeah. All my pictures are. Yep. Well, we're sitting out. That's in Iraq. That's we were at CSC Cedar 2. We were the landowners there. And I don't know, nobody was there. It was us and like the third country nationals who didn't speak English, right? So it was 105 degrees out. I'm like, I'm taking my shirt off while I sit out here and smoke, right? And someone walked by and said, "You're out of uniform there, Radar, because you don't have your name tapes on or whatever." So I fixed that. I put my name tapes on to my chest here. Yep. Yep.
That's hilarious.
So it's whatever. So see, I'm
No,
not
I
that.
don't have any like that.
Well, no, that's probably better for you. But here's one. You're like, you got a beer. You're having a good time. I'm guessing that's in Germany because you have a beer.
Yeah, that's it. So I was support, and we had like 82nd Airborne guys, not 82nd, but airborne infantry on the top floor of our barracks. And then military intelligence and all that. So this was called Long Strike, and it was a infantry mission where they got together with like all different countries, Ireland and Germany and all them. And that's actually, I was on support there, but you can't see all the people at this big ass table singing and drinking and all the Germans and everybody acts crazy. All drunk, like singing these weird songs, like foreign songs and shit. But yeah, yeah. So I drank. Oh my god! So as soon as I got to Germany, and my first day walking in as a private to the mess hall because I was a cook, they're like, "Oh, report to the corporal in the back, right?" And then I go back there, and he's like, "Got beer in the freezer." He said, like, "You want one?" And I'm like, "Oh, sure, damn." Darmstadt. I was Kelly Bears. I was stationed at Kelly Bears. Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, so that's the beginning. Oh, no. Oh yeah, I've been to Heidelberg. Oh, I love the castles. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, it was a good experience. I wouldn't change it for anything because I got to go to Germany and it was fun. Except getting up at 3 a.m. Except being in formation at 3 a.m. with your whites, your stupid cook whites on, and
Stupid cook whites.
and shit. Yeah.
Well, speaking.
Oh man, I really love being a medic. That's the best job in the world, I thought. Mm.
I think someone. Are you medicing in this picture, TZ? Okay.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Nice.
No.
He's smiling. Is he smiling? I can't tell.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's me still. Same.
Mm. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, this is me in 2000. Well, it's 2008. I guess this is 8. I told you, every picture is me. I'm smoking in every picture. I should. This is why I'm hosting the smoke. I don't even smoke anymore. But so this is at Scania. It's a little base. It's actually built. Anybody who's been to Iraq knows Scania. It's like on the MSR. Like the MSR goes through the middle of the base, and that's where we would take on fuel and stuff. Well, we were on our way north to Anaconda, and we got stopped in Scania because a sandstorm came in. The roads were black. Medevac was black. We weren't moving. And so we got stuck there for like 4 days. And they only had like 4 or 5 extra tents for transients. And so we had to sleep on or in our trucks. Yup. So we took our lawn chairs everywhere we went because, we get stuck. It's nice to have a lawn chair. You don't actually want it. So that was a lifesaver. But we were bored, and we're field artillery, so we're dumb. And they're like, hey, we made this game called If You Want a Cigarette. And so you couldn't light your own cigarette. You had to say, God, I could go for a cigarette, or man, I really need a cigarette. And then someone else would light it, and then you'd flick it at each other because that's how smart we are. And I don't know if you can, the picture's kind of small in this, but there's all kind of burn marks in my shirt. And it's like one of the expensive Under Armour ones. You know what I mean? Yeah, because we're dumb.
With every picture he has, he's goofing off.
I don't have any serious pictures of Iraq. Not a single one. I don't have a single picture of me being serious in Iraq. I kind of want to go back just because it was fun. We had fun. We had fun. And I have one more picture I need to share that was submitted. And this is going to be a fun one. And it's a special guest.
You're smiling for one. You're smiling for one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nice. Um, nice. Nice. That's funny. Yeah, that's a good picture.
Did you meet anyone fun in the service when you were in Germany or anything? Carrie, did you meet anyone fun in
What?
the
I'm
service?
sorry.
Did you meet anyone cool in the service?
Not in Germany, but during AIT at Fort Jackson, South Carolina, we had this detail where we went and put up this stage in Columbia, South Carolina. Like we had to help set up the stage. They were having like this huge thing. And it was like I don't think it was 4th of July. It was some kind of holiday, I think. But so we set up the stage and we got to set, be all up in the front in our uniform and stuff like that. And the Commodores are playing. And so we're all standing down there and it's dark. It was at night, so there's a bunch of lights and stuff like that. So they're like, they're singing and they're like, they want to pull somebody up on stage. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then they picked me to go up on stage and he got on his knees and was singing, "You're once, twice, three times a lady.
Oh,
I love you." And then I just remember like the lights are so, but I try to look on the audience, I mean the crowd, and it was like never ending. I was like, "Holy shit, like this." It was like so many people there. So it was cool to have that experience just to look out, being on a stage like that and see it was crazy. But that was cool and easy. No, I wouldn't say I had met celebrities, but I did go to different countries. I went to Amsterdam and that was fun. And Holland. But I kind of regret because the trips were so cheap. I regret not going to Paris, but that's okay. I mean, so I got to do a lot of fun stuff. Yeah, I got it.
hmm
Yeah.
I could have gone like on all those trips, and I didn't. I didn't really take advantage of anything. I hate
Yeah.
that. I wish I had. I wish I had done more when I was stationed in Germany.
Yeah. I was only 18 going on 19 when I got to Germany. So
Yeah, I was older, but
I love that you
I
could drink
joined
at
older.
the Yeah, we all drank at Boone's Farm in the streets all the time. And they had like cigarette machines on and then there's people naked at the swimming pool and just a lot of freedom, just stuff we don't have here is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's why my kids are so desensitized to like nudity because when they were little, they were in
Oh,
Germany
yeah.
and they're just like, and so there's boobies. Who cares? Whatever.
All right.
who cares? Whatever. It's just boobs.
When we went to Amsterdam, me and my friend, oh my God, we were like besties over there, but we went and got in our hotel room and turned on the TV and there was porn on cable or something.
After a certain time at night, in Germany, like almost every channel is
I
got
know
like,
you did.
yeah, in Germany, it's after a certain time at night, you have like nothing but naked ladies like playing pool. with nothing, no clothes on. It was weird. I
Oh, I
always
did
had
see
like,
the red light district.
oh,
Which is
did you in
weird.
Amsterdam?
So in Amsterdam, yeah, when you're walking by the windows, they're standing in the windows and just stuff you don't see every day.
No, not here.
But
Well, maybe if you go
yeah,
down to the
that's for
river
sure.
here, you're gonna see it.
Oh, I'm sure you can see it somewhere. Down at the base or something.
Ooh.
Oh,
I
it's
have good times
everywhere.
with it, not really.
Yeah, it's
Naked,
everywhere
naked
if you know
people
where
are
to
everywhere.
look
You just gotta
for
look
it.
for them.
Good
I'm sure you can
Lord.
get on Facebook right now and find one.
I bet you
According to
could.
Facebook, there's all kinds of single milfs who want to meet me. Talk about.
Oh God.
And they won't
Yeah,
even let
I've
me share anything. Stupid.
Oh, fuck
yeah.
Facebook.
Well, I try not to on the FB because that you get zucked a lot. Twitter not as bad. Instagram, it just depends which platform you're on.
They're all getting that
Right.
way, though. They're all getting that way. They're all getting so stupid. I just
Yeah.
hate social media anymore. I really do. If we didn't do this
I
on
have this
social media,
picture.
what's that?
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Go
I
ahead.
just feel like I don't even want to be on
I have this
Facebook or social
ad.
media anymore.
Well, I have these ads that, because I told you I like to do things, push the envelope, and all it is the guy model stand in the middle, and this girl's like leaning up against this shoulder,
Mhm.
and the other one, he's got her arm around. So there's two girls, and then they're like, oh, against standards for family children or something. Shit. Just stupid shit like that. They got their clothes on.
Right. What I don't understand, and this is me, okay? I get 95% of my memes from Facebook, right? And then I'll post a meme on Facebook, and then 3 years later, I get zucked for it. Like, where do you think I even
Yeah.
got the freaking meme in the first place? Like, just
Like I
Right.
borrowed it from somebody else's Facebook page. Thank
Right.
you.
Ugh.
Ugh,
That's ridiculous.
crazy.
I get a lot of, yeah, I have to be careful sometimes.
I have to be
'Cause I
careful
got a
all the
lot of
time. I
warnings.
I
I got a
choose
lot of
not to
warnings.
be.
Well, like my group has close to 4,000 people, and I don't want that shut down and be like, start over. Suck.
Oh yeah, that's true. You got to be careful when you have something like that for like your business and stuff.
Yep. Even just for us, and like I have to be careful with our little smoke pit page that when people post stuff that it's appropriate, because they'll shut
Yeah.
our page down if somebody posts something inappropriate. So you have to be, or you have to be careful too that when people, if someone gets mad at you, all they do is report your account, and the next thing you know, you're getting zucked because somebody didn't like something you said or posted. Like, come on, man. Like, it's just whatever. Jackson's right. He can't stand social media anymore. I can't either. Like, if I wasn't on it for this, I'm not sure. I mean, other than my grinder. No, I'm just kidding. But
Stay off the grinder.
stay off the grinder. No, I don't grind. But I don't know. It's whatever. But
Yeah,
like
me
you
and
said,
that's like me having OnlyFans
an
for my
OnlyFans.
feet, maybe. Me and my OnlyFans feet page.
Hey, whatever. Whatever pays them bills, girl. Whatever you do. You do you. But like you said, when you're trying to build a business, you have to have that social media presence nowadays. If you want to build that brand, you have to be active and present on social media. And I wonder how much. I don't have a business. I don't. I mean, I guess you call this a business, but it's not. I don't make any money, so it's not a business to me. But we still are. We're respectful, and I feel like we kind of represent a section of the military when we do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not a racist person. I'm not a sexist person. I'm not. I mean, the one time I'm a racist is on my bicycle. That's it. I'm a bicycle racist. That's it. But anyway, but genuinely, like, we have to like be careful with that because you don't want to be branded with that stuff because someone will just shut you off. And like for you having an actual business, that's your livelihood, that's your money. Like you gotta be. It's just so it almost like it's almost worse than just being able to just go peddle your wares and sell your coffee or do whatever you want to do in life. Like, and we get so tied up in it that you have to have that presence. And it's, like my daughter was like, we had one of our posts, I don't even remember how many people views we had, but we had several thousand views on this post, and my daughter's like, you're gonna go viral, Dad. I'm like, I don't want a virus. That's not what I want at all.
I got vaccinated. I don't want that.
I got my
I got
shots.
the shots.
But
It's hard sometimes because I'm bombarded with all these images, like Instagram. I mean, all of it. Whether I want to see anything or not, it's
Yep.
you know what I'm saying. I have to see everything, and then I click on something I like, and then they keep bombarding me with the ads of everything that I like, and I'm like, should I buy this? You know what I mean? I've bought like tons of shit. Or
That's
stuff
how
that
you
I
get
didn't know
sucked
existed. I'm
in.
like, oh my god, that's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, but it can get draining mentally. Sometimes I have to be like, oh, fuck, I can't do this. To take breaks.
Yeah, you got to take a break. Yeah, for sure.
well, and you have to like, I think as a female, you probably get some more unwanted attention. You guys both probably do than I would. People don't send me inappropriate pictures. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't even my wife has no social media presence. She has like 225 Facebook friends. That's it. And she's like, "Oh my god, someone just sent me a random picture that I don't want." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Block them,
The
I guess."
worst is somebody sent in my comments on a post. Like, there was a post on Facebook, and then they put their in the comments. I was like, but the
That's
bad part is that-
ballsy.
But the bad part is that I looked up his profile and blocked him, and he came back with the same picture in a different profile. Like shit. So
Yeah.
some freak trying to. Yeah, I've got people like you say Happy Hump Day or something. Of course, they say like I'd like to hump
yeah.
you, and I'm like, block you, fucker.
That's the good thing about the block button.
List is longer than my friend list.
Mine too. Yep. Every so often I have to go in and I have to delete out all of those hidden requests, all those requests for in my DMs, because I'm like, I'm not even going to open that stuff because I know it's disgusting.
Yeah, or you get like fake. I get so many fake profiles. I can spot them a mile away now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Major General U.S. Marine Army Corps. Those guys.
Right? And then like, every friend of his is Nigerian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not today, guys. Sorry.
I just laugh at those sometimes. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, Mom on here, she likes to go up against them. She'll mess with them. She'll like message them for hours, and then she'll send us the little screenshots. And these guys are idiots. I mean, they really think they're getting somewhere. Ugh.
Well, because they don't
Can I tell you
actually
something
speak in the
crazy?
English.
No, they do not speak of the English.
Can I tell you something crazy that happened? But I don't know if you want me to talk about it.
No, go ahead. Talk about whatever you want. This is what we do now. We just bullshit. So bullshit about whatever you want. Whatever you got.
So a while back, I had somebody from Afghanistan reach out to my page, trying to get help to get out with his family, and he was interpreter, stuff like that. So I had a friend. I have other friends, obviously that can look shit up or see if it's legit, and he was legit. It's just crazy that you know what I mean. He used my page to do that, but we ended up being able to. I have another friend that can go there. Just like passing it on. You know what I mean? We're trying to find people to pass it on to somebody else. Pass. But I'll probably check on it. But they were sending a team there to get him.
Really?
Well, that's cool.
And all of his brothers are in Texas. But you have to know that the whole beginning, I didn't know. I'm like, this is a terrorist.
Right, or somebody trying to get money from you. Or somebody just trying to solicit money. Hey, if you give me $100, it'll sure help me get across the border with Pakistan or some shit.
Oh, God. Yeah, they weren't doing all that. So, and they were sending like legit things, and then like passed it up, and they thought, so that's how that worked. But I just thought it was crazy. They reached out to me.
Wow,
I guess they got to do whatever channels they hope will get them to the right people.
Well, it'd be cool to get a
Yeah, so
follow up
spend
on
some
that.
time.
I'm kind of curious now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah,
I
if you get a
will.
follow up on it, definitely let us know. We'll give an update.
I definitely
That'd be
will.
great to
I
know.
can message somebody tomorrow and see what's going on. Yeah.
Cool.
That's all. I mean, yeah, I really want to know now.
Yeah, so simple.
Because I don't know, like we talk about, like on our show, we talk about all kinds of stuff. And essentially the reason I do this is to help people. You know, this helps me with some of the trauma and everything that I've been through in my time in the service. And I know that I'm not the only one to have trauma going through the military. It's probably less than most, actually. But this helps me get through that, right? And
That's
so,
good.
like, I like helping people. So I'll have people, you know, message the show saying, hey, you know, I need help with X or Y or Z, or I'm having trouble with the VA, or I'm having trouble with mental health issues, or I'm having trouble with this. And we can get them help. We can help them, get them pointed in the right direction, get them to a VSO, or get them to, you know, a VA institution if they need it, or just sit there and talk to them. Some people just need to talk, you know? And so we help people, but I've never had anything cool like, hey, I'm stuck in Afghanistan. I need help out. All mine are like, hey,
My so here's the deal. Like so one of my friends has been through all these wars and he's in Ukraine fighting right now. He's obviously American. He airborne ranger. But anyways, he was like, yeah, if we get over there. I think he had to cut out of the whole thing, but we passed it on to another one of my friends and with the team and stuff. So he's like, yeah, if we get over there, I'm take pictures and we're gonna say Soldier Girl Coffee.
Soldier Girl Coffee
sending
got
them
you the
stickers?
hookup.
Big article about it.
Oh, do you have like stickers you can send him to put on like burnout Russian tanks or stuff? Put
Oh,
on
that
a
would be
javelin. He's going to
great.
shoot at a T-65.
Well, it's been
or something.
hard. No, because here's the thing: like he has to go to Romania. Like he has a contact there where he could possibly get mail. It always seemed like such a big freaking ordeal. You know what I mean? to get
Yeah,
mail
I
to
bet.
Russia.
Right.
I bet
I haven't
it
talked to him.
is. Can't
Yeah.
even imagine doing that. I'm a homebody
Oh
now.
God, I feel like I'm not. Like we haven't talked in a while, but I used to talk to him regularly, and I feel like I was in war. I feel like,
Right.
I know everything that was going on, like day to day. Like even the rockets and stuff where he's staying, like it was normal, like the sirens going off, that there's bombs. I just crazy shit. But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Mm-mm-mm.
nuts. I don't know. I'd have to get paid pretty good to go do something like that. Not to be a dick, but you have to
Oh
pay
my
me pretty
God.
good.
He volunteered and he wasn't getting paid anything. He was basically, it's a
Wow.
lot cheaper there. So he was living off his disability, which was paying for everything, luckily.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could do that. I do get a disability, but I'm not sure like how that works. I know I couldn't afford my mortgage, sell my house, but I get my wife's back.
My kids
Oh,
would.
yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, though. He didn't have a house back there because
Yep.
he broke up with his girlfriend or something. So he didn't have rent and stuff like that. So that's probably the only way he could do it.
Yeah, see, it would be hard for me. I got kids, I got grandkids,
I got a
an
belly.
elderly parent. I'm out of shape. I like tacos.
I got a
I
bad
like
knee and a bad
internet.
back, and I don't know. There's a reason the army kicked
I
me
can see
out.
him in Ukraine, freaking lounge back somewhere.
Yeah. Smoking a cigarette.
Yeah,
Velcroing things to his chest.
Oh,
I know.
yeah. Jackson's
Oh,
right.
there's a siren. Oh.
Yeah, no.
Jackson said putting memes on the ordnance and then sending it to important Russian positions. Yeah, that's right. We can't just write shit on it. Now we got to put stickers on it. We got to put fucking Soldier Girl coffee stickers on our Humvees and shit.
Good.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, and the Russians will come after me. Nice.
David Cunningham, one of our normals here, he's asked what compelled him to want to fight with the Ukrainian soldiers. You know, just he felt like he needed to go, or do you know him enough to?
Actually, so there was I guess when it kind of all started, there was friend of his on Facebook. Not really a friend per se, but somebody that said that he was looking for people, volunteers to go do like medical stuff or support stuff. And
Mhm.
he just felt like that was his like he's his purpose. Like
Right.
he totally feels like that's his purpose because he really didn't have one and this gave him a purpose.
Oh.
He does, it's actually a writer and stuff, but he did just, so he used to be my writer. And then I encouraged him to write a book and then he published a book while he was in Ukraine.
Oh,
So that's
cool.
good. Yeah. And then, but he's not my writer anymore, but you know, just talking to him, that's his, he's willing to die for it. He's just like, he's been to a lot of wars and I don't know, that's just, but I think right now, he's, obviously he was in it for a very, very long time, but I think right now he's not in, he's out of the country somewhere.
Right. I know. I understand that. I really do. Like, I kind of felt for a long time when I got back that, especially when I got out of the Marine Corps, I felt like that was one of the few things in my life I'd ever been good at. And I really,
being
felt,
in the service.
Yep. Being a Marine was one of the few things, and being in combat was one of the only things I'd ever really been good at. And so I kind of, I mean, obviously I'm not like spec op. I was a helicopter door gunner. You know what I mean? Like I didn't do anything I was a crew chief on helicopters. Anything that cool compared to like some of those spec op guys who were like, I don't know, living with dudes like in mud huts and shit. Like I wasn't no fucking high speed low drag dude like that. But I just felt like I don't know, I never had a problem with like, I don't know, just everything just worked. Everything just clicked in my brain. It just worked. And so I never had an issue with it. And I felt like I was really good at it. And then when I got out, I just felt like I was missing that. Like I felt like everything I did around here, I like failed at. I wasn't good at. So
That's a lot of people. That wasn't.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yep. So I kind of
That's
understand.
why I went back in.
Yep. And I think so. I mean, maybe with that same mindset, that's why he felt compelled to do such a thing. And it's whatever, good for him. I kind of wish that part of me wishes that I could do that. And part of me, like I said, my son is in Germany right now, and he's 88 Mike out of Grafenberg. And so he does a lot of running equipment from Graf to that. He doesn't go into Ukraine. They go to like the border or something. But if something went down, I'd rather be there than him. I'd much rather they could be like, "Yep, hey Radar, you go, and we'll send Baby Radar home." Not to, you know, I love my son, and I know he's doing a good job, and I'm proud of him. But I guess in that mindset, like I'd rather go in his stead if I could. That's just me. So David Cunningham said we lost an American in Ukraine a couple weeks ago. I think we've lost like half a dozen or maybe even more now since. And some of those guys aren't fighting. They're doing like you were talking about, like the medical stuff. They're going and like doing
support
stuff. And
actually, he was teaching. He was training civilians, you know, off the street to fight.
Yeah.
And some of the army that they have, but some of it was medical, but obviously other things were tactics outside in the woods. And it is sad. Like he said, there's like 14-year-old boys and young girls, whatever.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Just people off the street. Like,
wow.
Yeah.
Sad.
Well, it's one of those things when you're fighting for your homeland, when you're fighting for your literal home, you know, you do.
Yeah. And they didn't know anything. So his goal was to try to teach them enough to at least stay alive.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Or what's important, you know, priorities.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he went on the front lines quite a few times.
Yeah.
But yeah, just training stuff. It's just crazy. I could tell you a lot. I just felt like I was living it with him. Like, oh my gosh.
Well,
I'm just glad he had somebody you can talk to.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I hope he's doing well. That's cool. Like,
I'm pretty sure he is right now. I think he took a break. Like he's out sailing or something. He took a
Well, that's good.
He's taking a break somewhere. But so his visa would expire every however long, and then he'd have to go to Italy or somewhere else and then come back. So every time that his visa was ready, he'd come right back to Ukraine and keep doing it. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, there was like, pictures of cars flipped over in the streets and stuff like that.
Wow.
Not good.
Well,
Ugh.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm hoping he does good. But
Depressing.
I think we've been going a little bit over an hour. I told you I wouldn't make you go too long. So,
Yeah.
and it's about time. We usually wrap things up around, 8 my time. So it's 9 your guys' time. So
My time 9,
yeah,
yeah.
it's like 8:15, 9:15, whatever. So
Whatever.
it's literally whatever.
Whatever.
Hey, we'll go all night.
Yeah.
I don't care. But so, Carrie, I am posting your website, the one I got, the Soldier Girl Coffee, soldiergirlcoffeecompany.com is what I'm posting in the chats here, so everyone can check it out. And then, did you have any kind of stuff? You have your merch store. People can buy your merch, your shirts.
Okay. Starting tomorrow morning, they can, because right now it's being worked on. So.
Oh.
Yeah, her
Come
site
on.
is down.
So
You can actually
tomorrow.
go see the website, but if you click shop now, you're not going to find anything until tomorrow morning. So there's
Okay,
that.
well, tomorrow
But
morning.
you can see the
you're-
website right now.
Yep. Because it says,
Yeah.
I've got it pulled up. It's
Check
like
it out.
you're talking about your bitch fuel and your black ammo, all your stuff. So what all kind of stuff can they order from the website tomorrow? What can I order tomorrow? Can we get coffee on the website?
Hats, shirts, coffee, coffee cups, tumblers, stickers. But I have a lot of merch, men's and women's.
Tight.
So they
Well,
should check that out.
I'm gonna get at least a coffee cup because I love getting coffee cups.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, Michelle Weber has a question. Shoot.
Even though it's being worked on, my shop, I'm continuously trying to make it better. It's never ending job.
I bet it is. I bet it's probably very much a never ending process.
Anyway, yeah, check it out.
Absolutely.
I'm
absolutely.
not complaining now.
Well, Michelle Weber said she had a question, so we're gonna wait for her to ask her question. Yeah, it says try again later. And click on the store.
Okay.
I put the website on there, but I clicked on shop now and it said try again later. But we'll get everyone on there. But I don't know.
Yeah, that's tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow
that will
morning.
work.
Tonight at midnight, because I'll stay up. I'm up all night
Okay.
anyway. I'm just kidding. I don't know about all that.
He's gonna be on there like
No.
12:01.
Just give me till tomorrow morning.
I kind of want a dude shirt. I want a men's shirt that says
I
bitch
think
fuel
we're-
on it. I kind of want that. I'm not gonna lie. I want a shirt
I'm
that says
super
bitch
excited to get
Really?
mine. I
'Cause I'll
can't
have
wait.
to,
I'll get one. I'm gonna get one.
if you want a men's one, I'll have to switch it over because I think I only have it for women right now.
All
But
right,
I
fine.
can get you one. I can make you.
He's like, I will get
Yeah,
you a
I will-
men's
I will-
bitch
That's what you
fuel
want.
shirt.
I would
Just
love
let me
one
know.
because I work in Sturgis where they have
Okay.
the motorcycle rally, and I think that would go over really well with the biker crew.
Yes, they would
Okay.
like that.
Nice.
Yep. So, well, Michelle
Her
Weber had a
question-
question, and then
That's
she's
me
not
aside.
answering it.
Michelle, where's your question?
Anyways, so do you
I
have
dropped off, like, screw this.
right? Do you have a local store where people, if they're in your area, can find your stuff, or no? You just do online.
No. I used to have a place in the mall, just a store that but it got to be too much to drive an hour and something to stock it myself. And I was like, okay, taking this out.
Yeah.
And I also used to have one in the OK Mercantiles in the OKC, Oklahoma City outlet mall. And I had a veteran running that for me and, getting the profits and stuff, but he ended up moving. So right now I do not. Everything's nationwide online in some foreign countries.
Okay.
So, which I am happy about because online is booming, dude. That's where it's at.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
where it's at.
Well,
Yeah.
and then it's probably a little bit less work, right? At least you don't have to go stock shelves. You don't have to go do that kind of stuff. Just kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, you still got to ship it, but it's better
Yeah,
than
well, I love that I can like get an order from anywhere.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I can get views. I get views from Russia and Canada and just all over the place. People viewing it still, and but like orders, yeah, all over the United States. And so I love that. It's just it's easy to reach people, obviously.
Yeah. Do you ship APO?
Yeah, I do.
Good.
I-
All right. Good
I
to
have
know.
I have a question, and this Michelle posted a question. It's kind of long, but I want your guys' opinion because you are women and can maybe give her a
Okay.
better indication than me. So she says, "I'm thinking of joining the military. Which branch would you all recommend for me to go into? Do you think it's a good idea for me to go in the military? I'm kind of lost and trying to figure out what I want to do with my life." And that's from Michelle Weber. So, what do you two think? What is your opinion? If she was your daughter, what would you tell her?
Coast Guard.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, seriously, I don't have anything
Yeah.
against the other branches. Honestly, I mean, I was Army. Obviously, I love the Army. My family is Air Force. I have lots of friends that are Air Force. Air Force is a great way to go. I have family that's Navy. I think Navy's great. I personally have no opinion on the Marines, one way or the other. I think the Coast Guard is the best kept secret in the military. My daughter loves it. You're stateside majority, of course, Alaska, Hawaii. It's got all the same job opportunities. It's run a little bit different, but I honestly don't. I think people should still join. I think the military is a great opportunity. I do think you should get a little bit of education before you go in, even if it's just a little community college. Um, I honestly am all about the military in general, but have someone go with you to the recruiters that has spent time in the military, that served. Don't just grab whatever's available, and do your research and join the branch that suits you best. Don't just join it because, hey, my family all served in the Army, so I should join the Army, kind of thing. You've got to do what works best for you. But I'm a big fan of the Coast Guard, honestly.
I have a question, kind of, and this is me as a dude, and I want you two to answer this as women who have served. Okay, is there something you would tell a female looking at joining the military different than you tell a man joining the military? Something to watch out for, something to look for, something to avoid, something to do. Like what would you recommend to a woman looking at joining the military vice a man looking at joining the military?
Oh,
That's a hard one.
so I've gotten comments by saying the stuff that I'm keeping people from joining by saying this comment, but that's not. I just wish somebody would told me. And I'm not saying that's everybody. I am totally for military. They want to join 100%. But the one thing I wish I knew when I joined was to not let my guard down completely. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was so naive when I joined, and I just trusted everybody. And I actually had a drill sergeant break that trust.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, you definitely.
And I was so naive. I just thought nothing's gonna happen. It's safe. Everything's just like really, have your standards, and not just standards, but watch out for things and don't tolerate anything.
Right.
And report it.
Take some really good self-defense classes. Sounds bad, but it's serious. Take some good self-defense classes, and I'm not just talking about fighting self-defense classes. I'm talking about classes so that you know your worth and you stand up for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Speak your piece. You can do that and be respectable of someone's rank. And like she said, record it. Record everything if you have to. Never go anywhere with anyone alone. Always have someone with you that you trust. Always. People always joke and talk shit about the battle buddy thing, but it's no joke. Don't go.
Can I
I
say
got a cat
something?
trying to kill me. Yes. Go ahead.
Not only that, but I was in an open bay at night on a top bunk when something happened to me and I was taken out of the room.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's sleeping. Like that's how many people were there. You know what I'm saying? It's just,
That's why you got to use your
yeah, it was
voice.
obviously. But here's the thing: I was 18, and that's where I actually got my PTSD from because I froze because I was scared to death. And that's like that training mentality. I was already getting brainwashed. I already went through basic. I was at the very end, last day of AIT last night. So I've already have all that team, whatever, pounding in my brain and the stuff that he was doing first on my bunk. Like I just froze and acted like I was asleep because I was so scared I couldn't like move.
Yeah.
But that's my story. Everybody's story is different, and I wouldn't deter anybody from joining. I just, like you said, I don't know because you can't tell. I mean, I can't tell everybody's not going to freeze when something happens. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah,
be really
exactly.
totally scared. So, but I'm 100%. Everybody's like, you're deterring people. No, I'm not. I'm just telling my story, and a lot of people don't like that, but it's such a, such a thing. So I'm
I just
going to keep
Oh,
talking
for
about
sure.
well, and I guess to me, I'm a dude. I'm not saying that sexual assault doesn't happen to men, but not in near the numbers that it happens to women. And
Mm-hmm.
I know it happens, right? And we hear stories about it happening every day, and I'm sure there's way more that happens that doesn't get reported. And so,
Oh, yeah.
like, when my son is looking at joining the military, I know what to tell him. I know kind of what to expect and what to look for and what to do and give him all this advice. But I don't feel like I have the advice to give somebody like Michelle, who's asking these questions and very curious and trying to plan her future. Like, I say, yeah, the military is great. I had a great time in the military. I mean, look at all those pictures of me in Iraq fucking around. You know what I mean? Like, I had a good time in the military. I enjoyed it. And I would have stayed in forever if they wouldn't have kicked me out. But
it's hard for me to like answer that too because I joined during the Gulf War and it was a calling for me. You know what I mean? I just felt it's something I had to do. And
Right.
if I don't know if people don't have that calling or not really know. I wasn't like that. I was like I knew 100% I wanted to do it.
See, and I joined later.
Yeah.
This cat is bound and determined to be on screen. Look at that face.
Michelle asked, why did I get kicked
But-
out? I didn't get kicked out. I got medically retired. I got blowed up and then I got retired. They didn't let me. I say got kicked out. I got medically retired. I wanted to stay in and do my full 20. I got hurt after 14 and they decided that old SAR and radar with a bad knee and a bad back couldn't keep being SAR and radar anymore. He had to go be civilian radar. So that's what happened to me. I didn't get kicked out. Yeah. It's just more fun to say kicked out, blowed up, and all these fun words. That's what happened.
Yeah, I agree with Taryn what she said a lot of stuff about taking somebody with you, but going to each recruiter and kind of researching and asking people, But other than that, I don't really have any advice because